-1.
And welcome back to Fables and Fantasy. All right. Yeah. Instagram, YouTube, please follow, please share, please subscribe, and
yes.
watch with us.
I still think this is a.
We want to share this. We want more people to see this epicness that's going on.
We do. Okay. That's all I have for today. So,
Arthur did an awesome session.
Off.
All right, bye. See you next week. you got our message out. That's it.
That's all that we wanted for you today.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
Anyway, so last we left off. Oh my Satan! This doesn't want to turn on.
You spoke.
Wow.
We
apparently Satan appeared last time.
Anyway,
interesting.
The party just got done with their little, not really little, but with their various sparring matches in Barthalumune's courtyard in front of his massive mansion. And afterwards, everyone was taken inside, escorted to a room where they could wash up. Meanwhile, Barthalomune took Adine and Karastein to his famous seamster. Is that what they're called? Seamster? Sylvester.
Yes, he's a seamster. Yeah.
And Taylor, yes. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then met back up with Jarren for a bit, where Jarren saw his new coat that was made for his outfit that he'll be wearing at the wedding. And then Jarren and the rest, or most everybody else, went to interact with Sylvester as well. Meanwhile, Butterfly spent the time training his assortment of animals. And after the party was done, getting ready and talking, they all gathered back together to head out for Adine's performance that she was scheduled to do with the twins later that evening. A friend of Jarren's, Marcus, showed up and tagged along with them. So they made their way back to the mercenary guild that they had gone to earlier that day, where the performance went on as they watched Adine and the twins. In the middle of it, a very scary lady came, and all was kind of quieted. And
some for different reasons.
And Atash followed this lady up to her very dark office to give her an adorable note. An adorable note.
Love letter.
Hastily leave. And we left off with Bartholomew getting up to go to Jarren's mother to help her buy some clothing, like he had promised her earlier that day as well. And he is being tagged along by Greg, Atash, Jarren, and Karastein.
And I have a mycenoid of death caps.
Yes, you do, for the next 4 hours.
Death caps, mycenoid. And
he's adorable.
They're in the midst of heading out at the moment. Butterfly, was there anything that you wanted to do specifically before they left, or are you just gonna keep watching?
Say Butterfly?
Yeah, Butterfly.
Yes.
Anything you wanted to do?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Gonna wait and see if
s-
anything else happens first.
Okay.
and
I
make decisions
has
based off of
I
that before
has
fight you.
something.
Deathcap? Yeah. What's up?
Deathcap's gonna. Who ell's leaving? Jarren, Greg.
Jarren, Greg, Atash, Karastein, and Barthalomune.
Before they leave, I'll make sure. If you guys see Doc, make sure that he knows where we are. Deathcap hasn't seen him for quite some time, and we're
Doc?
worried. Yeah. It's one of our companions. Short, gnomish gentleman with a long purple beard. He's very scholarly.
Oh.
Yes. He had to go do something, but haven't heard back from him. So,
Oh, yeah. We'll
farewell.
be on the lookout.
Sure.
Anything you want us to grab for you guys while we're out?
Butterfly, anything?
Well, I think we should get the animals some things to play with. And some treats. Yes. Always need things.
Do you
It
want
isn't.
us to get at that for you? Shops are about to close soon. It's getting pretty late. So if you want that done, I gotta get the clothing stuff done first. So you might have to do that, or you could wait till tomorrow morning. We could all go.
Who's
Uh,
speaking now?
Bartholomew.
Thank you.
Tomorrow morning probably sounds best.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Oh, wait. Greg, Butterfly is being your partner, right?
I guess so. I mean, I don't see another way unless I can bring 2 servants in, but
Yo, hold up.
Yeah, no. So, won't that mean that Butterfly when he needs something too?
yes, we should get him a nice dress.
Oh no.
Butterfly, do you want to come with us shopping?
Probably just so I can pick out, the animal stuff because I want to, but the rest of it, I don't care so much.
How far is the stage from us?
From where you guys are sitting, it's like 15 feet.
Oh,
close.
sick.
Thunderwave, 3rd level.
No. Jarren puts his hand on his gun, looks at a dean, and does the sending or the message cantrip,
You slide up.
Oh, okay.
and goes, "Hey, we're gonna go do some stuff. Meet us at the club. You did a great performance."
Okay.
She can respond back.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if this messes her up at all. I don't know why I didn't have my dice.
You're in the middle of like some
Very
acrobatic.
intricate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
we're leaving.
Intricate acrobatic
Yeah,
Hey!
she's got
in the
something
middle.
in her head. Let's go orange.
She's very dexterous. I'm
Yeah,
not worried.
she's not used to stuff being inside of her head.
We'll do performance. Yeah, performance is fine. Yeah, this girl doesn't even miss a beat. She just go back in your head. Okay, meet you there. Almost done. And she continues.
And then while I'm at it, as I'm walking away, I send a message to Marcus.
Okay.
Saying, I'll be there as soon as I can. Don't tell him I'm coming. If you have, don't worry about it, but kind of want it to be a surprise.
You told me to warn him ahead of time.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's been like a week, Kenny. I've slept since then.
No, it's not. It's been like maybe an hour. Jarren,
Yeah,
what are
you
you
told-
talking about?
Gotcha.
Yeah, you told him.
Jared,
we have
sleep
we
a
have
week?
lives
Um,
outside
Come
of
on, we
this
gotta go to
game
the
of
store.
D&D.
Yeah, I didn't tell him when you'd be coming, just but soon you would. But also, how soon is your soon? Like, am I gonna be waiting all night or
Possibly.
that sucks. Okay. Yes, boss.
Hmm.
We'll do that. Right, cool. You guys go ahead and leave. The club isn't too far from where you guys are, so it just takes a little bit of walking. And Deathcap, you're staying there, right? With Adine? Or are you going
it
with
would
them?
be it would be rude to leave Adine in the middle of her performance and just ditch her.
Okay.
Also, don't trust the twins or anyone in this room,
Okay,
especially with someone that looks like Adine.
it's fair. All right, cool.
Though she can handle herself. She can.
Awesome. So you guys go ahead and travel to the club. Karastein kind of pulls Bartholomew like ahead of you guys, and she's whispering to him about something. So when you guys
Perception
get there, huh?
Perception check.
You want to try to listen in?
I don't trust that.
Okay. Roll a perception. Crap, where's her character sheet?
Or you left it.
Dirty 20.
320. You can't make out
I don't
What-
trust any of this.
what is being said. And so when you guys get to the front of the club again, you can hear some it's later in the night, so the music isn't as loud, but you can clearly hear that business is still going on inside. And Barthalomune turns to you guys, and he goes, shop shops are about to close, so how about you guys come with me to hold it off for them? And he gestures to Atash, Deathcap, Butterfly.
Oh, Deathcap's not there.
Sorry, Atash, Butterfly, Greg.
All right,
Yes.
sounds good. What do you need me to do?
Well, Sylvester gave me a,
Shopping list.
oh my gosh, recommendation for you. So I know where it is. So let's go over there and hold off Zoey.
All right.
And he gestures for you to follow Butterfly and kind of goes down the road.
Boy, Greg is
Um,
excited.
What? I'm so confused.
And Karastein looks at you, Jarren, and she kind of gestures her head to go inside, and she goes on in.
Okay. I follow. I'm very worried.
And she, what was her name again? Sylvia sees you guys again, and she comes over. Oh, you're back so early. What can I do for you?
I just look at Karastein.
She looks at Kirsten. Is Miss oh my gosh, what's her name? Where is she?
Calderon?
So many notes. I'm sorry.
It's too many notes.
Yeah. Is Lady Zemeria Hellderam free? Oh, I'm not sure. Let me go check real quick. And she goes up the stairs, it only takes a few moments. She comes back down. Give her like 5 minutes, and you guys wait for a big, scrawny looking man to come down the stairs. Kind of just nods to you guys and clears his throat and straightens out his
Shake my head
jacket,
at him.
and he just leaves a little awkwardly.
With my passive perception, can I see a ring on his hand?
What's your passive?
18.
18. High or low?
Hi.
How are you?
There is.
I just point at him, shake my head.
And he just like gives you a weird look and grunts and walks out past you guys. And then Karastein quickly heads up the stairs.
What am I doing here?
You say that out loud?
Yes. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Well, she kind of looks down at the ground and looks back up at you. I just have something I need to do, and I thought you would want to be here for it.
Yes. Okay. It's just you've told me nothing. Now I'm a little freaked out.
Well, I'm afraid that you'll hate me for it.
Okay, let's just go have this talk. And I start walking up the stairs.
Okay. So follows behind you. You guys go to your mother's room.
I knock first.
Okay. Knock. You hear my mother's voice from behind the tapestry. Come in. And you guys head in, and the room is clean, neat. It's been, not really much of it has changed except the bed sheets are a little wrinkly now. And Karastein kind of does a little bow to her, and your mother gives a nod to you guys. Oh, what a pleasant surprise this is. What are you guys doing here so late? And Karastein kind of steps forward. I wanted to talk to you about something. Very well. Have a seat. And Karastein just shyly, slowly goes to the opposite end of the table from where your mother's sitting. And she sits down on one of the cushions, and she's clearly very, very nervous. And she's looking between you and your mother and fidgeting with her hands and trying to avoid eye contact, looking from the table to the floor to the side where the balcony is. And she kind of takes a deep breath and sighs out. And then she reaches her hand out, and it just off to the side, and it disappears, and the air sort of ripples momentarily around where her wrist is. And she pulls it back out, and in her hand is a scroll. She carefully puts it on the table in front of your mother. And your mother looks at it, a little confused, and looks back up at her. What's this? And Karastein just kind of sits there staring at it for a few moments, and she pulls back her face covering and her hood, and tears kind of start to fill up in her eyes. And she goes to speak, closes her mouth again a couple times. I'm sorry. And she looks at you for a moment, Jarren. Looks back at your mother. I didn't want you to hate me. And she looks back at you, Jarren. Remember that walk that we had in Willowstraw?
Yeah.
You told me about how you grew up. And I knew then that I had messed up.
What are you talking about?
It's my fault. Your past, how you grew up, your position. And she looks back at your mother. It's all my fault. I wanted you to think that I was too young to remember or even know much. She takes a moment, kind of sniffles and wipes away the tears that started falling. I told you that I was the Emperor's right hand. You remember?
Yeah.
And you watch your mother nod. And Karastein continues. That's what the Emperor's personal slave is called. It's their position. You're born into it. No mother, no father. Just an upbringer and the Emperor. It's a brainwashing technique. You don't tend to betray the only thing that you have come to know, and you start serving the moment you can walk. Consistent schooling to read and write so that you can handle documents. Anyway, that's not really important, but I remember the days when you were there. And she's looking at your mother, who's just staring back at her, calmly listening. And Karastein takes another moment to compose herself. I remember how happy he was, the Emperor. If I wasn't by his side, I was helping you. I was 12 when you, and she looks at you, Jarren, and your mother were forced to leave. Even some of the consorts loved her. I thought how sad it was for a 2-year-old to be kicked out of his home. I helped find a safe house, but he would keep visiting, and the Empress kept getting angry, and I lied for him. I snuck around. I was inconspicuous, and I helped him. One day, we found out your mother had been sold off to the brothel. Here, I guess. It was under pretense of paying back a royal debt. The emperor gave me a job. I was to deliver this, and she gestures to the roll of paper she placed down, and she reaches over and unfolds it. It's a seal of parliament to free you. And you watch as your mother's eyes kind of also begin to tear up as she looks down, and she looks closely at it, starts to read what's on this piece of paper. And Karastein continues, but before I could leave the palace, she stopped me, the Empress. She took me, gave me away to some nobles visiting the palace. I was her thank you gift. And I was taken and used as that man's pleasure tool for 8 awful years. But I kept this seal with me.
Mhm.
It was my reminder of him, and that not every person in my life treated me horribly. I thought he would send someone else. I thought you guys would be okay. And I was too afraid to ever return to check. But when you told me, she kind of buries her face in her hands for a moment. I was so angry with myself. So I came to finally give it. I'm so late, and you have already suffered so much, but you watch as your mother had started to get up, and in the middle of Karastein talking, she goes over and hugs her. And Karastein just kind of buries her face in her shoulder. And you can hear some sniffles as your mom just kind of holds her, strokes her hair. Oh, poor child. And they just kind of sit there for a moment. Do you do anything?
I get up, I walk, and I give her a kiss on the head and say, I would never be mad at you for that. It's not your fault. And it might have been hard, but I don't regret anything that's happened to me.
You can hear Kerostein's sobs get a little louder for a moment. And they stay there for a few minutes until the sobs turn to just sniffling, and your mother kind of lets her go, braces her with her on her shoulders, and Karastein kind of keeps her head down, and your mother lifts up her chin to look at her. And your mother goes, I couldn't take any payments throughout these years, but personal tips were a different matter. I have a secret stash. You just freed me. Let me pay you back. And Karastein immediately just starts shaking her head. No, I can't accept that. And your mom insistently kind of shakes her a little bit. No, everything you did till now, this is the least I can do. And Karastein sniffs, wipes her nose a bit. This was my final act for the Emperor. And she gives you a side look, Jarren. Since I'm changing sides. And she looks back at your mom. As much as I did this out of guilt for you, I also did it out of duty for him. I grew up standing for what he stood for, but now I want to stand with someone else. So I can't accept it. And you need to start building a new life for yourself. So, and mom kind of looks at her for a moment and then just nods. Okay. If you change your mind. And Karastein smiles. Okay.
Katie, can I make a raw intelligence check to see how much money that is?
For like how much your mom has, or like
How much the tip is? Can I make a raw intelligence check?
A woman of her skill?
That's
sure,
what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Mysonoid hops onto Karastein's shoulder and pats her on the head.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can guess she probably has at least a good amount of platinum worth of tips. Just from these last couple of years.
Okay. You could just, just hug Karastein.
So she leans into you and wraps, buries her face in your chest.
Now I am gonna possibly murder the Empress though, so like that might be bad.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
Your mother looks at you, Jarren.
Mysonoid looks at Jarren and gives 2 thumbs up.
Right?
This thing is adorable. And your mother puts her hand on Deathcap's head, rubs it a bit. What kind of pet is this?
It's from the Mushroom Man.
Oh,
What drugs
I
are you on,
see.
Jarren?
Wow. And she gets up, takes the paper and just lifts it up and looks at it, and turns away as she starts to cry again, and goes over and puts it on her dresser. Well, I suppose I'll need to show this to Barthalomune. Oh. He was going to take me shopping. Are you guys here for that?
I have some business to take care of.
Very well. Is he waiting?
I think he went to a store real quick to buy. So
I see. Well, I better go meet him then. And she picks the scroll back up and wow.
rolls it up.
Yeah, rolls it back up, places it in her chest. Yes, that's Cap.
The Mycenoid jumps back over to Jarren's shoulder, gets his attention, looks intently at Jarren, and strokes its chin, the beard,
Oh,
and then points at Jarren's mom.
oh, hey, Mom, have you seen the bearded man that was with me?
Was
The
there
short-
bearded
The
one?
short gnome?
Doc never went in. He
right,
hung.
He was on the
That's-
balcony,
yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah. He stayed outside, not a balcony, but like the porch of
He
like
never
near
went
the
inside.
near the entrance. Yeah, he never went
Porch.
outside. Well,
Gotcha.
there are lots of bearded men that come in here.
I'm quite fond of them.
Okay, just thought I should ask. Yeah. Do I know the name of the store that Bartholomew is going to take Greg to?
Yes, Zoe's Seams. It's just
Oh.
down like 2 streets from where the club is.
Bart was going to Zoe's Seams.
Very well. How about you guys come out with me, and I'll let you go do your business.
Okay. Can I give a hand to help Karastein up?
She takes it and gets up with you. Kind of looks at you a little apologetically. And
Scrap
then-
it.
Adorable.
She looks down and puts her face covering and hood back on. Yes, Death Cap?
Mycenoid, since they're wrapping up their conversation, Mycenoid's going to quickly take a leap off of Jarren's shoulder and scuttle out the door, go to the porch where they last knew Doc was, and try to do a perception or investigation check. Maybe find anything,
Okay.
maybe. Just going to attempt.
There's a
Sure.
ninja slime that picked them up and then took them away.
Go ahead, make
Um,
a perception check.
It's been a while since I've used their stats. 1 second. I forget what they because they're using their stats, right? They don't use my visual
Right.
perception. Okay.
What
All right.
you looking for exactly?
Any traces of Doc?
Okay.
Trying to find what happened.
in that
Where they
case,
went, which
Do
direction.
investigation.
Investigation. Ooh, rip. Okay. All right. This will be a -1. All righty. Oh, okay. That's pretty good for a little Mycenoid. I can't add. I can. Guidance is a touch spell. It's going to cast guidance on itself. That is a 4 on the dice. So 4 plus 14, 18, 17.
17? Okay. You
Nicely
look
done,
around.
little guy.
You look around, and there's no trace of, at
Okay.
least, nothing that you can depict that's different from anyone else that comes and leaves this place.
Of course. That makes sense. It's gonna wait for Jarren to come back out, and then it's gonna crawl up his
Okay.
leg up to his shoulder.
Okay. Yep. And Jarren, you go ahead and head out with Karastein and your mother. Walk down a couple of streets until you guys arrive there. But while that is all happening, Greg and Butterfly, you guys.
Couple shopping.
Yo, hold up.
You guys headed with Barthalomune down those couple of streets, and you arrive at this cute little shop, and up in very big letters is Zoey's Seams, and this building is mostly made of glass. There's a couple of well polished brick in between, but from the glass you can just see lines and lines of clothing. And Bartholomew takes you guys inside, and inside is an Eric Cochran female, with feathers of a white and blue peacock mix. She wears an emerald green Victorian style dress and ankle strap heels. And she comes and greets you. Welcome to Bartholomew. And Bartholomew grins and kind of nods his head to her. Hey, Zoey. Well, hasn't it been a while? And who are your friends? And Bartholomew gestures to you guys. This is Greg. He puts a hand on Greg's shoulder.
How's it going?
Hello, and Zoey puts out a feathered wing to you to shake.
Shake it? Yeah.
Oh, good to meet you too. And Bartholomew continues. This here is Butterfly. Butterfly, nice to meet you. Don't see your kind around here very much. So sight for sore eyes, I
Hello.
must say.
Oh, thank you.
And the little guy is Atash. And she kind of just looks at Atash and back at Greg and Bartholomew. Oh, what can I do for you guys today? Bartholomew pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to her. Sylvester sent me here. He said that you had a purple suit for us to look at. Oh, let me see here. And she takes a look at the note. And then, oh, you guys are here for that one? Oh my gosh, I've been so excited for it. And I've been waiting for just the perfect one to get it. And who's getting it? She looks around between Butterfly and Greg and Bartholomew. I believe it's for this guy here. And he pats Greg on the chest. Oh, come. And she grabs hold of Greg's arm and leads him towards the back.
Oh, all right. Okay. Guess we're okay.
And as she's excitedly pulling you along, you can hear Bartholomew kind of motions for you to follow Butterfly. And he goes, I'm sorry for showing up so close to your closing, Zoe, but any chance that you could stay open for a little longer? I have someone else coming, and I promise that I'll pay for your time. Oh, sure. Or no problem. And she opens one of the many back doors, and it leads into a slightly smaller room, but this room is completely filled with more extravagant looking clothing, and definitely made of much finer and expensive material. And all of them are of formal attire. And she lets you go, lets Greg go, goes over and sifts through some of the racks. Goes, where did I? And she pulls out, and it's protected in this plastic covering. But she pulls out a suit, and it is indeed a royal purple peak lapel styled suit. It's made of a crepe, I think that's how you say it. Fabric?
Crepe.
Crepe? Is that okay? Yeah,
Just
crepe
crepe.
fabric. The edges of the collar, sleeves, and coat are embroidered with an Aurelian colored Victorian designs. There's an amethyst colored undershirt with a very light and flowy purple necktie just under the collar. And it comes with matching pleated pants. And Zoey looks between the suit and then to you, and then gestures to there's two changing rooms just kind of off to the side in this room, and she points, go try it on, and
Yep.
hands the suit to you.
All right.
Go.
Run off and try it on.
Okay. As you're putting it on,
It's a mimic. I'm just kidding.
Barthalomune gestures to Butterfly. We also need something wedding appropriate for this guy here. And Zoey looks at you, Butterfly. What were you looking for?
Oh, just something simple, maybe kind of greenish nature,
Green? Ooh, I can do green. And she goes
Yeah.
around, and Bartholomew kind of pipes up, not too simple. It'll be the wedding for tomorrow. You're going to that? Of course I'm going to that. No, I mean you. And she points to you, Butterfly. Well, wonderful. Let's see. Green. And she's kind of sifting through the clothes. And Greg, while she's still looking, you put on the suit. Do you come out, or are you just looking in the changing room?
I'll if there's a mirror in there, I'll look at myself first to see if I actually think it looks nice.
There is a mirror in there, and you can look. Whether you like it is up to your character.
If you're the one who designed the suit, then I like it. So, because I've seen your art, there's no possible way that it looks bad. Plus, Atash has no idea what fashion is like, so he's gonna pretend like Greg is thinking about it for a second. He's like, yes. Then realizes nobody can see him deliberating anyway, and just walk out of the changing room.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So you walk out, and Zoe's kind of pulling out some suits. No, and she does that a couple times before saying you, and oh, that looks wonderful on you. And she goes over. It could be a little tighter here, and she kind of pinches the back of the shoulders, which are a little loose on you. But that won't take too much effort. Hold on, let me get my pins. And she goes over to some drawers, pulls out some needles, and starts fitting it more appropriately to your stature. Well, I like it. What do you think? And she turns to Bartholomew, who nods. You look good, Greg.
Thanks. I'll take your word for it, as I haven't worn this color before.
I don't know. Well, do you like it?
I do. I think it looks very nice.
Cool. I don't think you did the necktie right, Zoe. And she goes, huh? Oh, yes. And she ties it and readjusts it a little bit.
Oh, dread. I knew it. I missed something.
And she kind of just goes back, finishes her needlework, and Butterfly, did you want to do any browsing? Did you have anything specific in mind? Anything you wanted to
Nope.
look at? No.
Clothing, fashion, all of these things are not something that I have any frame of reference for really. So it's just like whatever you think is best.
Cool. Not gonna make my job easier. That's fine. I knew it.
Butterfly's
Butterflies.
like, why do you need more than maybe 1 or 2 pairs of the same clothes? What is
Butterflies.
this
People
fashion thing
believe
you
in
speak of?
going
I've
nude
never
for
heard of the
weddings.
term before. Yo, hold up.
Do you go nude for weddings, like the fear bulbs? Just no.
Well, I
Nature's-
usually live
nature's-
somewhat
nature's
isolated,
suit.
so I don't think I go to any weddings. It's just like,
No fear bulb weddings.
yeah, but I kind of like to be by myself, so I kind of ignore things
All right, touche.
like that. So
Cool. And just as Zoe's finishing up the needles, Jarren, was there anything you wanted to do or say to your mother before leaving?
I gave her a big hug.
She smiles and rubs your back gently and combs her hand through your hair a little bit. Be careful.
I'm just going to talk. That's all I'm going to do. For sure, definitely.
All right.
just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to
I
him.
want to talk to him.
And after you let go, she kind of straightens out your coat and readjusts a little bit. Okay. And she pats you. I will see you later this week. Yes.
Yes.
Take good care of him, please. She looks at Karastein, who nods, and she turns and heads on inside. And Karastein turns to Jarren. Where do you need to go?
I'm going to go talk to a associate of mine. And then I kind of look at her and go, a different side, huh?
Oh, she kind of looks down at the ground, shuffles her feet a little bit. Yeah.
It's cute.
What?
So I appreciate what you did. And I'll never be mad at you. Nothing you can do will make me mad. I mean, if you thought this would make me mad, you're in for a surprise.
You're not?
I'm not upset at all. You had no control over the situation. It's not your fault. I can never hate you because I love you.
She stares at you for a little bit and then goes in for a hug.
Hugged. Ouch. I guess I rescinded it.
Rejected.
It kind of hurts.
In the
The
middle
man's
of the street.
complaining about being hugged. Jeez.
sometimes hugs
Jeez.
are the
Spoiled.
opposite
You've been
of
spoiled.
heartwarming. Sometimes hugs are heartbreaking instead of
Yeah.
heartwarming.
Yeah, keep
How
keep
fascinating.
keep your head up, Kings. Not
All right.
not all of us can get things other than
Apologies,
hugs, Jarren.
And you kind of hear her go, thank you.
course. No. I'll be back. I'll see you later.
Weren't you going with Marcus?
Yeah, he's waiting for me back at the club.
Oh, did you meet in your mother's club or you met your mother's club, right? Not like your club.
It's a solid 23 on my deception check.
No, I'm confused.
Oh no, I wanted him to wait back at where I'm going to meet the
Okay.
boss.
Okay. Then never mind, because I thought, all right. Anyway.
So, I'm lying.
Right.
Solid 23 on not explaining yourself to DM. Success. DM does not get an
That's fair.
explanation of what's going on.
Okay. You're gonna have other people there, right? It's just it's dangerous, isn't it? Shouldn't you go with more people?
Listen, I'll be fine. Besides, I'm not gonna die. I have too much to lose. And I give her a wink and I start walking away.
You red flagged yourself.
Red flagged myself.
All right. Okay. Yep. You go ahead and walk off. And while the needles are being
Words are hard.
sorry. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Greg, while you're finished the suit is being adjusted, you guys watch Jarren's mother. Not watch. You hear her from the front go hello, and Barthalomune goes, "Oh, that's mine," and he turns around and over here, and she comes into the back room. Hi, Greg. Hey, you look quite dashing.
Oh, thanks. I didn't really do much, but I appreciate it.
Well, I think the color suits you.
Me too.
And Zoey just goes done. Right. Oh, I just thought of it. And she points to you, Butterfly, and kind of goes over to the far right corner and starts sifting through the shelves, not the shelves, the rack. My gosh, the rack of clothes. And she pulls out, again, encased in this sort of plastic. It's this long, asymmetrical forest green coat. And at the cuffs, it's like the sleeve is pulled back, and underneath is black, and it's kind of the cuff comes out in this sort of sharp angle, and there's silver pins that are holding it in place on either side, and along the sleeve is this silver embroidery that goes up to the elbows, and along the edges of the coat are the same kind of silver embroidery, and it comes all the way around the bottom edge and then up all the center of the back of it. And then what goes with it are just these baggy, silky black pants that are tied in from the ankle to about mid calf, and they're tied in a thick silver thread. And Zoey kind of holds this up, turns it around so you can see it all. What do you think?
It's nice.
Oh, good.
It's great.
Go try it on. And she hands
okay.
it to you. And
What about do you have something in a matching color to what I'm wearing for the little one here? Something I could just drape over top of him?
You
I
don't
don't
have any blankets.
Bartholomew lost his
Just
curtain.
one large enough to
Nothing.
drape over this
You-
guy over here. He doesn't need clothes, just a blanket.
You want it to match you?
Yes.
Just
Is that
just
a problem?
Nope. Oh nope. I don't question my customers. I was just making sure.
Yo, she didn't answer the question of whether it was a problem or not. She just says she doesn't question the customer.
I look at
And-
Bartholomew and I'm like, is that not normal? Oh.
And Bartholomew kind of shrugs. Oh, things are different in Patron.
Huh.
And Zoe kind of looks at the coat. It's not exactly that color. I have more of a plum, and it's got some like black designs. Is that okay?
That would be wonderful.
All right. And she goes over and back closer to where she originally got your suit. And looks for a couple of minutes, and then pulls out a dark, plum colored, unstructured blazer. And it's got dark black edgings along it, and simple cuffed pants that are also black. And she kind of holds it up and out towards the top. Go try it on.
He takes the blazer, but he leaves the pants. Then he runs away.
And she looks quite questionably at Greg.
Is the blazer going to be long enough to cover him?
Pants are just gonna slow him down.
Normally, no.
Not
We'll
what
have to have it
so
lengthened.
designed to do.
He does not wear pants.
Ah,
Why are you looking at me like that? Is something wrong? Bartholomew, what's happening?
and you can see Bartholomew kind of went over to the corner, and he's like
Dying.
holding in a laugh.
Bartholomew. What?
Uh.
Help me out of here, man.
He turns away from you, like towards the wall. You can just hear this like small like.
Screw you too, Bartholomew.
Yes, that count.
Is Zoe the seamstress implying that a customer not buying pants along with the blazer, that's against store policy?
How dare you? You stay quiet over there.
Is that what's happening here?
Shush you.
It's against
Okay.
store policy. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
I request that the blazer be lengthened.
Perhaps if he doesn't want the pants, we could try cloak.
That would, if that would work better, let's do that. Pants give him problems.
Pants are shit.
Anxiety.
Okay. Cloak. And purple, I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right. And she takes back the blazer and puts it back with the pants. Puts it back on the raft and goes back to looking through it. And while she's looking, Butterfly, you have. I'm assuming. Do you know how to put on a suit?
What are clothes again?
I mean, it can't be too difficult. You just like button the buttons, right?
Let's see. What did I?
Are you implying that there's like a cummerbund and other stuff alongside of it, or is it just a suit?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh, boy.
Go ahead and make a
survival check.
make
I don't think I'm
either-
gonna need a check for this because I don't think he would ever somehow know how to do this. In fact, I think the check what it could be is how much of it can he get on without
well.
can he
yeah,
figure
make-
out getting on without needing help?
Make an
Because he won't be able to do all of
intelligence,
it.
just a straight intelligence to
Yeah,
kind of be able to
okay.
be you're like, oh, this must be how it works and folds in and whatever.
Yo,
You don't
intelligence,
understand.
like
I
that.
fail.
I just want to know how much I fail.
Oh, just straight intelligence. Oh, I was looking for like an intelligence in the skills. I'm like, I don't see it. Like, oh wait, hold up. Yo, that's a 19.
Oh
Straight
my
up.
19?
gosh! Of course.
Yeah.
I only have a plus
you-
2 in intelligence too. I just rolled a 17. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of take a minute to look at it, and you're just like, okay, well this kind of crosses here and this button's here, so it must be like this, right? And you're able to put it on, and you come out with it fully intact. And Zoe looks up as you're coming out. Oh, I think that looks wonderful. What do you think?
Yes. Definitely.
Goody. Bartholomew, are you quite done, dear? Yes, sorry. And he looks you up and down, Butterfly. Then he goes over and straightens out some of the creases and at the shoulders and pulls on your sleeves a little bit. Oh wow, that fits you very very well. I think it looks good.
Yay.
And Zoe goes, oh, what about this? And she pulls out a sort of like eggplant cloak, and it's very similar style to that of a
Yeah, I'm not
I
a
have
food
so many
person, so I don't know what
things.
eggplant cloak will look like.
It's a dark purple.
it's a
Well,
it's
and
a,
it's
yeah.
what an eggplant
Oh, you're
looks like.
talking about the color. Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were like meant the
eggplant is a
shape. I'm like,
color as well
what
as
shape
a
is an eggplant?
food.
An eggplant.
Anyway, sorry. It's a similar style to a dotis. I think that's
Wait,
how
what
I'm
color is an
saying it right.
eggplant?
It's like an Indian styled male dress, and it's trimmed with like a dull silver sort of embroidery on it, and it's along on like the elbows, and then at the base of where it meets, and then it also comes with this with a dupatta, which is like a long scarf, and she holds it up, gestures to it. It's a little more traditional than you, but
It'll do
this
wonderfully.
perfect. Go try this on, and she holds it out to Atash. Does he
Atash-
know? Will you need
Um,
help?
He'll figure it out. Until she jumps up and grabs it and runs to the changing room.
Okay.
Craig's gonna look at Bartholomew. I mean, when Atash comes out, he has something to say. So if you want to do something else.
Okay. Butterfly, did you want to do or say anything?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Social interactions.
Bartholomew
Time
just
passed.
kind of nods to you guys, and then leads Zemeria out back into the front, and he starts talking with her, and they start picking out some clothes as well. Tosh, make an intelligence check.
What? What do you mean? I know how to put on clothes.
You just said you don't wear pants.
That's by choice, not due to inability. I swear. Alright. Just raw intelligence?
Yeah.
No, that's
I
like
don't
my
use magic because it does not exist, not because I am incapable of using.
that's like my highest stat. I got a whole +0. I rolled the natural 1.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
This is greatness.
For a total of 1.
You put it upside down on your head and are blinded and cannot find your way out of the dressing room. You
I
clamp, you bang
die. I
around,
choke.
and
I
people
strangle
wonder
myself
what's-
to
It
death. I tie
rips
it
in your
your
hands.
No.
Yeah, so you start trying to like put it on, and then like begin getting entangled with like the long scarf that it comes in. So you guys just hear like banging as Tosh is like trying to
It's like a
steady-
cat when they get their head stuck in a box and they start
Yes.
flailing.
Yes, yep. Or like when
I
they
was
have the
just
little
about to
mittens
send a
on.
video to the Discord of that.
Greg's gonna like sigh and like shake his head and like pinch the bridge of his nose and then go over to the changing room.
That is both second and first-hand embarrassment
Does-
Greg is feeling right now.
Does he need help?
I think so, yes.
All right.
Loser
I
had to ask for
overestimated
help.
my slave's abilities.
And she
That's a
she
new
kind
one.
of goes over. Stay still. Well, and she opens it. Oh my!
He's just
Okay, well-
flailing.
Like, all right. Can you tell him to stop writing?
This is very hard for him. I'm not sure if I can stop it now. Here, I'll hold him in place. Greg's gonna go over and grab.
Okay. And so goes over and starts like untangling him, and helps Atash get dressed the right way. But yeah, it fits a little loosely to Atash's form.
Perfect.
But yeah, it gives a more elegant appearance to him.
Now he looks like a nice walking sheet covered person instead of a raggedy walking sheet covered person.
And
Fancy
he's been
sheet covered person.
cleaned, so he's not dirty. So Zoey kind of goes over and starts brushing back his hair. And she's like, "Oh, this would be nice. He's got a good jawline, so you can just put the hair up like this." And she does a very very simple man bun kind of thing.
Interesting. Like Atash is just frozen. Someone started to touch his hair and he just froze like a deer in headlights. And Greg's standing there like looking really apprehensive and confused.
Actually, I think I have the perfect hairpin for him. Would you like to combine it with this cloak that he'll be getting? Not cloak. Don't. I'm so sorry for those who know what I'm trying to say and that I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I'm gonna call it Dotus. Yeah, we're gonna call it Dotus. Sorry.
All right.
With the Dotus here.
I mean, sure, but does the Dotus not have a hood?
No.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's not gonna be fine.
Hoods aren't very appropriate for formal event.
Right, yeah. I mean,
But again, I don't question my customers. I do have a black mantle with a hood, if you so desire.
no, it's fine. It'll be good for him to get his upper
Yes,
face out there.
It looks like he needs vitamin D anyway.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, a butterfly, was it?
Yes.
Was there anything else you wanted, dear? Any of these clothes strike your interest, or are you all good with that?
I'm all good. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you, Sir Greg, are you satisfied?
I am. I am very satisfied.
Perfect. If you just leave your suit with me tonight, I'll make sure to get all the needed work done, and you can come in by tomorrow morning.
Sounds
Afternoon.
wonderful.
All right. Perfect. Well, I will leave you gents to get undressed, and I'll see you at the cannon. And
Alright.
she heads back out to the front.
Greg tried to pay attention when she put it onto Atash so he can take it off successfully.
Okay.
Hold still. We can do this.
Go ahead and roll a do perception.
Okay. Oh. Oh, this is the hardest challenge Greg has ever faced. That's wisdom. I got a 8.
An 8?
Yes.
It takes some time and a few mishaps. At one point, you think you hear like the stretch of the fabric, but eventually you're able to get it off. And you take everything back. Butterfly, did you have anything you wanted to do, or are you all good?
In a clothing shop?
What if I was like a kid not in a candy store? He's very sad.
He's like a kid in a clothing store. It's like crazy.
No, I'm a kid in the fruits and vegetable store.
Dread.
No, in the broccoli store. I'm in the broccoli store.
Oh,
Just broccoli store.
Exactly. It's terrible.
my
Trying to
Awesome.
escape it.
favorite place.
Cool. So you guys go ahead and come back out with your clothing in hand, and by the time you're done, Zemeria and Barthalomune have a good handful of clothes that they're currently checking out with Zoey, and Barthalomune looks at you guys as you come out. Good to go?
Yes. I'm
Sweet.
all set. Excited.
Cool. I already talked with Zoey about the prices and whatnot, so we're all good. We can head out.
Wonderful.
And you guys gather up your clothes. Greg, you leave yours there because it needs some touching up.
Right.
And you head back out. And while all that's happening, Jarren,
Yo,
on your way to the club, it is going to take a while. You will need a taxi there, unless you want to take like a 2-hour walk.
If you try to steal a car,
I knew you were thinking about it.
Jarren, you are trying to build a good reputation, right?
You know,
Not
it's like
there.
a person
You're not
who's
there.
like
Hey
just
guys,
does
it's
habitual
Jarren-
crime.
It's
You
Jarren's
know,
time right now, so let's.
I will get a taxi
Okay.
and steal
what's
it. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. No, it's a joke.
What's your while you get in the taxi, what is your passive?
18.
18?
Passive athletics. 18. Is he trying to punch me in the face?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
No. And turn off my Who's gonna be my luck dice? Wow, all garbage. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and you get in the taxi. There we go. Tope. Dope. Yeah, you go ahead and go in the taxi. It's about a 20-minute drive. Because it's more downtown from where you last know that it's located. And as do you want the taxi to stop like a ways away from where you're supposed to go, or
just not like super far, but a little bit away.
Okay, cool. So as you get out and you're walking down the street a little bit, you walk down and you're going towards an abandoned block downtown. It's actually just down the street from Alvis Freeman's place that you had been to earlier that day.
Gotcha.
But this entire block is just full of rundown buildings and avoided streets. And as you're coming up, you have to go through a couple alleyways until you arrive at like the main street that crosses to it. You kind of have to stop in that alleyway as you see flashing lights, and there's some policemen and yellow tape that's kind of strewn across right in front of where you need to enter to get into this place. Go ahead and roll a perception for me as it's dark now. And
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice. Okay, so the policemen look like they're getting ready to head out, but and it normally would be very hard to see at night, but you notice that there's a couple pools of dried blood. There is one right next in front of the building that you're right across the street from, and then there's two more kind of more down the street off to your left, and you can you hear murmuring from the police, but there's some people closer, and you hear some of them talking about just pure shock of darkies getting deeper into the city, and someone comments, thankfully the Infinite was here to deal with them, and so someone else says they killed a kid, and and there's just some chatter, and what you're able to gauge with some people from of dark origin kind of made a little bit of a mess in this area, but they weren't no one was caught, and it seems that the Infinite dealt with them, which they all assume just means that they're dead, and she took them off somewhere and whatever. Thoroughly dealt with. And as you're kind of waiting for the police to leave and this kind of crowd just scatter away, you hear behind you, what you do?
Is this where the gang is? Like,
yeah. And behind you, you see a Dean leaning against the wall.
Can Jarren keep his composure?
Wait, did Dean lift?
Yes, sorry.
Thanks.
Like a ninja. Just teleported.
Yeah, I'm just alone in a random club, I guess.
No, you're not alone. Oh, Nadine is with you.
Okay.
I need
Cool.
you
So
to...
Deathcap and Dean are there?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Um, Deathcap, you're kind of waiting in front of the club, right?
No, I was staying behind at the mercenary guild to stay with the dean.
That's
So I'm
right.
with. Yeah.
I'm sorry. 1 second, Jarren. Brain trauma.
I
That's my
I
excuse,
understand.
guys.
I know you have an excuse. It's a very legitimate excuse.
Okay, sorry, Deathcap. So yeah, after Adine finishes up her performance, it's a very, very soon after they all leave. Adine comes up to you, Deathcap. Where'd they go? No. She got a message from you, right, Jarren? And
yes,
you
she
said to
did.
meet in front of the club, right?
Yes.
I said meet at the club, like we'll be back.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
well,
meet at
like,
the club.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Then never mind, sorry. Deathcap, Adine comes up to you. Give me a minute to change and I'll be right back.
Yes. Good performance.
Thank you.
The
And,
audience seemed to love it very much.
Oh, well, how can they not? And she flips her hair a little bit and then winks at you and skips off with the twins.
I feel nothing.
Unfortunate.
The only person capable.
She you don't see the twins come out, just she comes back with you.
Good.
Ready to go?
Yes. Where are we going?
Let's go. Jarren said to meet in front of club.
Would that be his mother's place? Well, okay. Logistic question about the Mysonoid. What time is this happening at? Are they still at the club? Jarren's mom's club? Because if that's the case, I know that they're at Jarren's mom's club. And
they're about to head out.
Okay. Which club did they mean? They're about to leave.
Where the Princelin's mother is.
Ah, all right. Well, let's go wait for them there.
Yes.
All right. Did you enjoy your performance?
Oh, it was very fun.
How long did you practice for it? We just got into town. I was surprised that you were asked to do that so soon.
Well, it's my job,
True
and
artist
I
doesn't need
guess the
practice.
twins are just great improv. Didn't they do awesome? Yeah, that was great.
They did. They liked the part where they didn't rob us.
Yes.
I checked my pockets.
You're fine.
Cool, good.
You don't
that
notice?
means I still have my max level inflict wounds because I didn't use it. Excellent. That's excellent news. With my passive of 19, did they rob people during the other people during the performance? Did I see anything?
Your passive is 19, right?
Passive is 19.
No.
And I'm not sure Deathcap would have been paying absolute attention to Adine's performance, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter.
You tend to watch things pretty carefully, and your passive is pretty high. You notice that they didn't.
Okay. Did I notice anything funky, odd? Because we still know nothing about this mercenary guild that we're apparently sponsored by.
Not sponsored by it, no.
Well, we're sponsoring the twins, and the twins are in with this guild, and the guild is hosting us and taking care of us and making sure that we're taken care of in the city, making sure that Jarren is a fool and getting wanted. Kind of sounds like a sponsorship. Or at least an alliance.
It's an alliance. the twins are doing this so that the boss lady helped them with their Jarren scheme, as well as protected them.
Their what? Their what scheme?
Jarren.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fake name. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The twins are aligning with her to help them, not necessarily you guys.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. Well,
So when you you said you wanted to look for something that was like off. What do you mean?
When the leadership gives off such a vibe as the Infinite does, it makes Deathcap
You don't know
concerned
that's
about
her name. Stop using it.
when the leadership gives off such the vibe that the strange, pale, mommy in heels covered in blood psycho smile lady gives off. It makes me question the people who choose to follow her.
Oh, okay. So you're looking for like the vibe that everyone else gives off.
And or
Okay.
any activities that we should stay away from, so as to not
Was
get arrested.
this during the performance, or are you doing it just now?
During the performance and
Okay, go.
and or now. Deathcap isn't super
Go
enthralled.
ahead, roll an insight.
I'll guidance myself because oof, that's a rip. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
11.
Okay. You get no like sense of malice from anyone in this room. Like nobody looked at you guys like they were like pondering harm to anyone in the room.
Okay.
But
honor among thieves.
Morally compassed people don't tend to align themselves closely with people that are like who you gauged was from their boss.
Okay. Nadine, did the twins ever mention who this person they're working for is? Because we know. If at all possible, I'd like to walk and talk and not do this in the middle of the group of potential.
Yeah, as you guys leave, you go ahead and ask her this.
Because Deathcap knows very little about this entire agreement that we seem to have with them.
We? Who's we?
Well, from what Deathcap's heard,
we have the twins. The twins have agreement.
Yeah. Yes, but we're working with the twins, doesn't that link us to this group?
I think you know that. Greg's the one that talked to them privately.
But I do know that Greg and Jarren talked amongst themselves about the situation whilst in a tower.
They also did kind of greet you and escort you, so you could reasonably assume that they're working with you.
Like they were the first people we met when we came to
right. Okay,
Zeldris?
Totally
Zeldris?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And just kind of go. What exactly are you asking?
Well, what is the purpose of this business relationship that we seem to have? Is she helping us in some way? That woman that came through with the fresh blood.
No, not really. Just with us, the twins. The twins have some. They have an agreement with her. She protects them from the assassins that are after their lives, and they do shows for her. And she also got the reward for it for turning in Jarren.
Heinous criminal.
But yeah. Other than that, nothing. As far as her, she's terrified. But
yeah, Deathcap does not trust her, or at least Deathcap does not trust that she wouldn't hesitate to eliminate us.
Yeah, like I mentioned, Jinx mentioned earlier, she goes by a lot of names. She's the people there call her boss or boss lady, and but lots of people here just call her the Infinite instead of I like May. I think May fits.
May. Why does May fit her?
That was the name that Jinx said that she calls her by.
Why does May fit her?
I don't know. Jinx
April is
said
just
so.
too big.
Shut the
And June is
frick
too
up.
small. June is too small. April's too big.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone else calls her the Infinite.
What is her reputation in this town? City.
Do
you know?
Notorious at best. Yeah.
Aligned with the royal family, or at least
no one aligned with no one. But
in favor of the royal family.
They don't pay her. So not really.
Yes, but they could always turn a blind eye to what she does if they appreciate what she does.
I'm from what I've gathered, is that in a lot of ways she is appreciated, but in many others she's not. But there, I heard some of the guys talking, and there was a scuffle about a year or so ago, and everyone died. So they just left her alone.
What do you think we should do?
Don't get on her bad side.
Well, should we continue to come here?
Oh, it's totally safe. You're fine.
Well, what if we're seen coming here?
Oh, I mean, lots of people come here. You have to come here in order to like ask people to take their job, and they're the most popular people to do a job for you. So most capable.
Understood. Well, I'm curious to see how the wedding goes tomorrow, Nadine.
She's kind of
Deathcap
nods.
is worried Jarren's going to do something reckless.
Well, doesn't seem to be out of character for him.
No. They do have good intent, but execution sometimes lacking.
Maybe.
you miss home?
Well, who doesn't miss home when they're away from it?
Well, I know we know of some that don't miss home. Bad experiences that they've had there, or loving the thrill of traveling. So we take it you had a good life there?
Oh, um,
You're not tired, Adine.
it's been a long night. Um, these are some great questions, Death Cap. Let's save them for when we get home, or
Understood.
back to Rich Boy's place.
Was Adine at the Dr. Freestone's? Albus?
Freeman's? Freeman's?
Yeah, Freeman's. Sorry, that's my sorry.
Yes,
different
she
person.
was.
Okay, cool. Did she never said anything about that, right? To my knowledge, I don't think she
just kind of, from what you saw, she just kind of stood there and watched.
there's a chance she might not know who Malvaros is. Or really anything about this world's history. So that's fair. Okay. Hmm. Deathcat's gonna continue walking alongside a dean. I'll follow her.
Okay.
We'll follow her.
It is a bit of a walk, so by the your mycenoid went with them. So by the time you guys get there, they're already gone. So Dean just kind of looks at you. Just wait outside.
She said, "Let's just wait outside."
Yep.
Okay. Understood. This is the porch, correct?
Yeah. There's like a bench kind of off to the side. She takes a seat there.
Describe the porch.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I should just be better. I'm wondering if there's any plants.
Plants?
Plants
Nope.
nearby.
Nope.
No plants? No potted plants?
Nope.
Not even moss on the ground?
No.
Got some pretty heavy foot traffic come in.
In New
Very
York?
sad.
Yeah.
Yes, but
No.
this is also to the New York point. This also isn't like modern concrete. So, to my knowledge,
It is.
It is modern concrete.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been picturing a very
Ooh.
different city.
Yeah, it's
No,
yeah.
it's straight up New York.
Yeah. Relatively. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Never mind.
Okay.
Birds are always good. Yeah,
Don't eat the birds.
yeah. I'm just gonna. I don't want to burn a wild shape, but I do want to try to get the attention of some birds or some other. It'd probably be a birds. With speak with animals up. Try
Okay.
to ask them about the whereabouts of a purple bearded man, a short
Bearded
purple
man.
bearded man
Roll
with a funny hat.
an animal handling.
I shall indeed, and I'm going to use one of my reborn traits. Birds are not physically attracted to a dean, correct? So I can't ask for the help action from her.
No.
How well can you handle those animal scathing remarks?
Gosh. All right. On the roll. Da-ba. Wow, fate is not in my hands. Jeez. I got a 1 on all of my bonus dice. So that's unfortunate. Would I have advantage on animal handling checks while casting speak with animals? It's up to you.
Sorry, say that again.
So if I'm casting speak with animals, would I have advantage on animal handling?
No. Not at this point,
Okay.
because you're just straight up like asking them. You haven't interacted with them for very long, so just
Doki. Oh wait. Hold on. I'm
they
thinking.
see a metal fungus man and asking them a question.
1 second. Let me double check. Is there? I'm thinking about it now. There's actually is a spell that gives advantage. No, that's Beast Bond. That's Beast Bond. Never mind. I didn't cast Beast Bond. Okay. Sadly, that's a bad roll. So 8 plus 5, 13.
13.
Dang.
Negative.
Crap. That's crap. Crap roll.
You get some birds just kind of cock their head at you. Others squawk no, and others either fly away or go back to their pecking. What you doing?
I don't have any communication spells. I don't have scrying. I don't have sending. Or I have scrying. But I don't have it prepared currently. That I'll have to do that tonight.
Oh, are you gonna scry?
Anything else you wanted to do?
Sadly, no. Can't find Doc.
Okay. Yeah. So while you guys go ahead and
Oh, I
wait
do have
there,
scrying prepared.
Jarren, you hear from behind you. What you doing?
So Adine left me?
Nope.
I think Jarren, witnessing this, looks back with like how he looks without anyone around.
Okay.
So like his eyes kind of dead and cold, and he turns around, and who does he see?
Adine. Is her eyebrows raised? You just kind of leaning against the wall, all arms crossed.
I hate to interrupt.
Yeah.
Deathcap is currently with Adine.
Yeah.
Deathcap's Mycenoid is currently with Jan. Deathcap's Mycenoid is going to frantically.
Are you? Don't you have to look through it?
Yes, but I have been treating it as in like I'm checking in every like once in a while to get updates on what's happening.
Okay. Jarren, would you have left the Mycenoid with you, or would you have left it with everyone else?
I would have left it.
So it's currently with Butterfly and Tosh and Greg. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, Adine's just kind of looking at you, and then her eyes roll. What's wrong?
I told you to stay at the club.
May I remind you that the last time you chose to wander off by yourself, I saw Are you in the midst of a panic attack after saving your ass?
Uh, is the police gone yet?
They're getting in their car, starting to drive off.
Cool. I run inside to see if everything's okay.
Okay. After the main street, you have to go past a couple of buildings, and gotta dodge into a few alleyways, and after you kind of weave your way through these abandoned, rundown buildings, you come to a rickety old wooden door, and leaning against it is Marcus, and he looks at you. Hey, and his eyes kind of furrow, and he looks behind you. The bodyguard. You want her to come?
No, but she's following me.
'Tis my job.
Adine, I'm fine. I have Marcus here and a bunch of other people that aren't going to attack me.
That's what Jarren
Jarren, dear.
says. What he doesn't know is Code 66.
What are you worried
don't
about
happen.
exactly?
Snakes. Snitching?
Snitching?
Yes.
Have I ever snitched on you before?
No.
No. Have I ever stopped you from doing something you so desperately wanted to do before?
No.
Correct. So, I'll ask again. What are you worried about exactly? She kind of leans in and hushed tones. Do you think I haven't seen a rundown establishment before? I know what people do when they have to survive on the streets, darling.
I think I just look at Marcus and just, well, I guess I need my bodyguard.
Okay. Yep. All right. I won't question it. Let's go. And he opens the door, and he leads you into an upturned kitchen, relatively like you remember it. It's big enough for 3 people to fit comfortably. He goes over to the lonesome looking oven and pulls out the burner gates. And you hear the sound of the switch as he reaches his hand in and under it. And just in front of the oven leads into a small hallway that leads into a small empty pantry. And inside, the floor tiles in there separate, opening and revealing a staircase that goes down into the floor. And Marcus gestures you guys forward.
Jarren calmly walks.
You hear him kind of mutter to Adine, and she just goes, "That's fine." And she follows after you, and Marcus takes the back end. And as you go down, the familiar scent of smoke and sweat wafts over you as you make your way down. along with eruptus laughter and commotions of chatter. Then once you come into view after coming down from the staircase, everyone simultaneously just goes quiet, and you kind of hear from the ahead of you, but towards the back wall goes the twig, and there's a large tattooed Goliath man that stands holding a massive cigar. He's shirtless, he's got a strap across his chest, and he's holding a monstrous maul on his back. And Marcus comes out from the back. Someone who deserves your respect, Muzak. That goes for the rest of you. And Muzak, as he was addressed, along with the rest of his table, and a good few around the room, you just hear start to cackle. And he gets up. There's a lizard folk woman sitting cross-legged on the table in front of him. She's got features of a thorned dragon lizard, and she says to him, "Hey, careful with the small fry. Poor thing doesn't look like he can take too much of a beating." And the Goliath chuckles, his head almost skimming against the ceiling, as he's tall even for a Goliath. He walks over to you and pokes you with a large stubby finger, jostles you a bit. "That's so, little man? Well, you must be new, because around here we earn our respect." And kind of in the far back, you hear, "Fuck him up, Jay."
Yeah, Jarren immediately takes his gun, shoots him in the dick.
Why?
Or
He's not showing me respect.
Roll the hit.
20.
And this is the guy we want as emperor.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Did you say natural 20?
No, just a regular.
Okay,
Just,
okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a tri-bail shot.
Okay.
I think that's the best call right now. Let me pull up the stats for that. I know it's a lot of damage.
And as this is going on, you got a pretty high passive, so you can hear some people, as well as just see on their faces the recognition that goes across their face. And they're like, "Jay?"
Where the hell did this gun go? Oh, there it is. It's gonna be 66 and 64 damage.
Okay.
What's this Goliath's name?
18,
Muzak.
19.
Okay. Muzak the Dickless.
Music, no ball.
18.
Balls. No balls. Hey, we
24.
said not to mention that.
30 damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a psychic die.
Okay.
So it's gonna be +7, so 37 damage. I need him to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Saving throw. 21.
That passes. But yeah, so 37 damage.
Oh, saving throw. I'm sorry. 20.
It still passes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you hear this man howl in pain. And he like crumples to his knees. And you watch as one of the guys on the side just go, "Hey!" And Marcus just immediately punches him across the jaw. And the lizard folk woman gets up, starts to do a spell, and Adine jumps and just axe kicks her to the ground.
I think Jarren
That's the real
goes,
Adine.
I know I've been gone for about 2 years, and then I kick this dude to the ground. But you all should remember who I fucking am.
And there's some more commotion. You watch Marcus and Nadine kind of just pummel a few other guys that try to get up and join the hustle. And then eventually you hear, "Woo, fucking idiots!" And Yenglu, you know him.
Yeah.
He's been part of the gang longer than you. He's a vicious, robust looking turtle that resembles that of an alligator snapping turtle. He comes out, wooden staff in hand, and he listen, when you see seniors tell you not to mess with someone, and he whacks them in the side, Neozak in the side with his staff, and he turns to you. "What you doing here, you little shit?"
I'm here to talk with the boss.
"Oh, the boss." "Business as usual, I see. Well, glad I was here. I'm sure you won't be going around saying hi."
He didn't show me respect.
Yeah, well, youngsters will learn. And he steps on Miyazaki going over him. And he looks over at Adine. "Nice lady you got there." And boss is in the back.
Alrighty. I just look at music and go, "Yeah, have a fun time, dickless," and I just walk away.
And he's just groaning and like holding at his likely severed parts.
Yeah.
And you walk past him, and you hear some people are like murmuring as you're walking past them, and Adine and Marcus come up from behind you and follow you as you go in. And it's a long hallway, but eventually you arrive at the arch looking black iron door. And Marcus goes over, does a couple of knocks, and it takes a minute before the door is opened. Excuse me. And in you see, sorry, notes. Where is he? With his two large normal Goliath bodyguards sits Falrus, standing at a nice, neat 4'7". His very short stature as usual. He wears a simple white kind of pirate looking shirt, simple black pants and boots. He's got a pistol strapped to his side along with the sword. And he looks up at you guys as you come in, and doors close behind you. Well. But it isn't my trusty friend Jarren. Didn't know you were back in town.
This is all one day, right?
Yep.
I just got in. I just came
You did.
today.
Do you tell him that?
Yeah, I just came here today.
The first person you wanted to see was me? I'm honored.
You're not the first person I came to see.
Well, it's your first day back. I gotta be one of them. So nice of you. Come, you and your girlfriend have a seat.
Bodyguard.
Nice. I could pay you for better. And looks at a deep. Bodyguarding is too strict. Anyways, you look like you could be better at something else. And the Dean kind of goes, I am darling. And I'll pass. Feisty. All right. What do you want?
Well, I'm going to a very certain wedding tomorrow.
You don't happen to be giving me an invitation, are you?
No, I don't have any to give out, but I do need the nobles that you guys have to side with me.
What for?
I'm an illegitimate child. I don't have a whole lot of friends.
Even if I wanted to do that, you're out of your damn mind if you think I could do it in a night.
You got plenty of people. You can make it work.
I like you, JJ. But what's in it for me?
The seat you're sitting in.
I already got that. And our transaction's already done with that.
Well, let's do this. I'm shooting to be emperor, and I need someone I can trust to control the underground.
Trust me, that's so sweet. I didn't know you were capable of it. Actually, I don't believe for a damn second that you are. And I'm not a guy for just promises. I'm gonna need something a little more tangible.
I came here asking for a favor after everything I've done for you, everything I've done for the gang. And you need me to prove myself more?
It's not about proof, it's about gain. I run part of a business here, you know.
How about this?
Tell you what. There's a little commotion that went on earlier today. You want a favor? You go check that out for me. You tell me what happened there, and we can discuss some more.
Counter offer. You give me what I want, or I'll end you.
That's cute. Real cute. I don't doubt you
Well,
for a second. I don't doubt you. And with the look he's given me, I know you're gonna have help. However, I'm not easy to kill. And I have a lot I can offer you. Do you know anyone else with as many resources as me? On the side that you need, of course.
I do. I've made some more acquaintances since I've been gone.
Yeah, sure. I've heard all about your nobles and your friends and the hierarchy. But I mean down here, where restrictions are a little less restricting. Come now, Jarren. You need me. That's why you're coming to ask, right? Now, if I just suddenly die, what makes you think you can get what you want after that?
I made a new acquaintance. Someone called the Mistress while I was away. Insight check.
Go ahead.
Wisdom checks are my weakness. Damn it. Be a solid 15.
15. You watched his features kind of fall, but you can't quite identify what that means.
Mhm.
And he's got a little like twitch at his mouth near his nose. And
She has more underground connections than you. So I heard you stopped spreading recently. It's almost like you've retreated.
no, large investments need protecting. That's all. Now look. The scout out that I need shouldn't be dangerous at all. If you just go, you pass by the building when you got here. I just don't need the infinite on my ass. That's all.
She wasn't after you, she was after the Dark Domain.
I heard them darkies got in here. Which is why, since you've been gone for so long, she doesn't know you.
No, she does. Been a nice long chat. That's where I came from earlier.
Make a deception check.
It's gonna be a 27.
27.
It's my boy.
Hmm.
Insight,
Fun.
terrible. Deception, great.
Fun. Your little girlfriend can do it. Or I'll happily just take her and I'll give you all the favors you want.
I look at the dean. Guess the message cantrip. Say, can you go scout that real quick? With as fast as you are, you'll be back in a couple minutes.
She looks at you, then looks back and forth first. Certainly. Wonderful. Off you go then, Missy. And she gets up, looks between you guys, and then heads out.
I guess all this power has been really going your head, short stack.
Well, that's awfully rude, JJ. You know, but what they say though, power is the perfect poison. It's just a matter of taking it dose by dose. Lots of people can become immune to things that they get too often. They say the same for violence. Should destroy some people, but look at us. We're great. some are better at doing it than others, aren't they, JJ?
Yeah.
So, what else you come here for? Just to crash a noble's wedding? A royal's wedding?
I'm coming. Decided it's finally time for me to, come into the light, fly into the fold.
Ah,
Tired of hiding.
aren't we all? Aren't we all? Well, whatever goes, I suppose.
I don't know what that was. It was scary. Yeah. You heard what happened to my sister? Came like a temple guardian.
One. Ah, there.
Yeah.
Hard not to hear. The bitch is the talk of town, almost always.
That thing doesn't happen every day.
Whatever.
Do I know these bodyguards, or are they new?
Make a history.
No. It's only an 18. I rolled
Whatever.
a 9.
Whatever. Yes, and they are actually twins, and their names are Gregor and Fallenstein.
Gregor, Fallenstein, how are you guys doing?
And you will pretty high. The one who's, it's hard to tell because they're almost
Right.
identical. But Gregor just kind of nods, and Fallenstein kind of up nods to you. Pretty good, Jay. How yourself?
It's been a long day.
Out and about, are we?
Yeah, I have to get ready for tomorrow. Gotta look all fancy.
And Gregor kind of pipes up. I'm confused. If someone like that miss is not your girlfriend, then what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
Like, that is with you all the time, and she's not your girlfriend.
No, she's my bodyguard.
What is wrong with you?
I already have another.
How did you mess that up?
I didn't mess anything up. Honestly, she's not even that pretty.
If that wasn't
Loyal.
blasphemy, I don't know what was.
Loyal.
That was blasphemy, right, Fallenstein? Yeah, kid. Did you go blind or something? Faros just looks at you. Are you seeing me right now?
I kind of look off to the side. I'm like, yeah, Valentine, I see you.
He's a shit snarky as always, and his kids never change.
You're like 2 years older than me.
I am not 3.5.
Kid. I'm gonna tell your mom.
You don't know my mother. Shut up. Where's your girl?
She'll
Take
be
him on.
back. It's been like 5 minutes. Calm down.
What's her name?
I don't give out things for free.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How about this? In exchange for the Mrs. name, you recall who protects your precious mom while you're away. How about that?
What does Marcus do in that one instant that this man brings up Jarren's mother?
Make an insight.
It's a 7.
Jarren's mother mentioned in any
A
context.
7?
Jarren, all right.
What's
That's
your
it.
passive perception?
Oh, my passive perception's 18. Did you ask me? I thought you said insight.
I did ask insight, but I'm just making sure something.
Gotcha.
You watch like his jaw clench along with like his fist. He's kind of like on like Japanese style sitting on the ground right now. And his hands are on his legs, and they just clench up and into balls along with his jaw.
I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you correctly.
I think you did. You think you can just leave the town to your enemies and your precious little souls in it, and you think no harm came to them because of willy-nilly?
I didn't really have a choice in leaving.
No, you didn't have a choice in the matter. But look, we do so many things for each other. You just consider these one of them, right? Or am I mistaken that you'll still need it when you leave again? Right, JJ?
I look at the 2 bodyguards. How much money do I have?
If you cut off your arm,
Cut off.
I mean, does he need it though?
Marcus
Look.
is in the gang, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Is he high up or is he just kind of a street level?
He's not very high up, but he's more respected than a common street devil.
Right. I think I send a message to can I get their names one more time? They're a little hard to pronounce.
Yeah. It's Gregor and Fallenstein.
Gregor and Fallenstein. I send a message to Fallenstein.
Okay.
Saying 1 platinum for the both of you if you leave the room right now. And I'll make a persuasion check.
Go ahead. They kind of shift in their feet and fall forward. Hey, enough with your fucking magic shit, okay? Already left pass, and the little missy they left. When did you learn that anyway?
It's gonna be a 26 persuasion.
26 persuasion. And they kind of look at each other, look at the boss, look at you, and Fallenstein just kind of gives you like
Where is Adine? She needs to get back here so I can leave, so I don't murder.
Yeah,
and
where's the
ruin
dean?
things.
That's what I'm wondering too.
It takes a couple more minutes. Walrus is just kind of smirking at you, and similar knocks are at the door again, and Gregor walks over and opens it, and a dean comes in, and it's good. Comes in there. Well, little miss. Well, it seems that you have a now empty hideout just down the road. I don't have a hideout. Oh. Well, I didn't really think so. I saw a bunch of kids in robes and a lot of blood.
Anything else?
What?
Old
Yes. Lots of books. Some magic circle things. Oh, and Talon's dead.
Yeah, that doesn't loose end for me.
The bird is missing now. I was really upset. And yeah, massive library collection. Watch out for the traps. And it will smell like rotting corpses in a couple hours. That's it. Yes,
Got it. Wait
it
till
was
it smells like
empty
rotting
except
corpses.
for
Just
the
think
dead
of it.
ones. Where are the darkies? Those of your dark origin, I didn't see any. What? There's only one? That can't be it. There's no way a one fucking dumbass darky can get in the middle of Zeldris. That's not possible.
He is pretty skilled. Just saying.
Is it really impossible, or do you just have a bit of a skill issue?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Ugh. Way to leave a woman to a job. And you watch Dean's hair flare up, and Gregor and Alan and Stein kind of go on the defense.
Okay.
Well, if you're
Walrus.
so fucking intelligent, then why didn't you just get off your ass and do it? And Dean just kind of like bends down to his level to speak to him too. And Walrus kind of reaches for his gun, and she's like, "Go ahead, watch me catch it." And he like wide-eyed bet, and he pulls out his gun and shoots her.
Well, I can get the information either way.
And yeah, he shoots, and one quick motion, you watch a Dean reach up, steam comes from her hand. She rolls the bullet in her hand and flicks it at him. Now, before you run out of bullets, how about you just put that away? And if you want your little rats to go doing a job again, how about a thank you? And Forrest kind of his mouth twitches, and Gregor and Palestine go to grab at her, and he says, "Get out! Get out! Get out!"
I'm sorry. You were the one being disrespectful. And we all know how respect works here.
Take your little bitch and get out.
Jarren stands up and puts his hand on his gun. We all know who put you in that chair. So how about you show all of us a little bit of respect? Because we all know that you wouldn't be there without me.
Yeah. Straightens up. Doesn't do a lot for him. And he slowly puts his gun away. Leave.
We did our side of the favor. Are you going to do yours?
I will inform as many nobles as I can.
Jarren gets up, and as he's walking out, he goes, if you double cross me, I will burn this building to the ground.
It's a good thing I like fire.
Because I think some of these people that work for you respect me more than they fear you.
Oh, I'd love to test that, JJ. But I think you have a time crunch.
Jarren leaves.
Okay. Head out.
Do I pass by Dickless?
Yep, he is hasn't gotten up yet.
I look at him and go, what's my name?
Jay, sir.
That's right. Don't forget. And walking out, go. I asked Marcus, is there a bounty out on the gang? I don't remember.
Not as a whole, but members, I'm sure. Yeah. That was intense. Are you okay? And he gestures to both you and the dean.
Marcus, how much money do you have?
Me, afraid not a lot. I got maybe 50 gold to my name.
Okay.
Why?
I might put out a bounty here in a little bit.
On let's get a little farther away. And he leads you some more or down through the alleyways and checks on followers.
Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you're not mad at me. But was there something I should have done or said? I wasn't sure.
No. Just
Okay. Bounty.
don't worry about it. I'm gonna head
Okay.
back. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
And I kind of put my forehead to his forehead. I'm like, you did good.
He He nods and smiles. Thanks, Jay.
Now you know where you can always reach me.
Right now, I got the number saved.
If you need anything, just either go to Bart or go to my mom.
Okay. Do I need to do anything?
You're good.
Okay.
Make sure he does his end of the bargain.
Yes, sir.
Then I walk away, and I'm patting Adin's back like it's okay. Let's walk further away.
And you weave back through the alleyway. Are you all right? She looks at you.
Very angry.
I could tell. How about when we get back, me and you do some more sparring?
Sure.
You look like you need to punch something.
Well, I almost killed him. Except he's a weasel.
I could tell.
Talen's dead?
Huh?
The Talon. He's dead? Like dead?
Yeah. I saw his mauled corpse. I was wondering if it was you for a second, because there was some major damage done to his groin.
No, I only did that to that orc dude because he was being very disrespectful to me, and I needed to make sure of power.
Yeah, that's all right. No questions here. But yeah, anyway, he's there. And so were a couple other children. It was awful. I say children, teenagers. They're still children, technically.
Was it emptied or was there stuff there?
Lots of books. And I mean, some of the people had their own items on them, but that was it.
Okay. Let's head back. And
Great.
let's not let the others know. This is gonna bite us in the ass, I just know it. I've done so much for them. The bodies I buried built the new gang.
It sounded like, or from what you said, that you put him there, or at least helped put him there. Why him?
Because he's a weasel. And he's always looking for approval.
Okay. But why not someone obviously more loyal to you, like Marcus?
Followers was higher up. No one would have respected Marcus if he just got put there. Followers was honestly the next person that would have become leader. Logically.
Wow.
And I think killing 7 people is easier than killing 8 people.
What? You don't have to answer. But did you were those 7 the ones in charge previously? That terrible?
No, they're decent people.
Oh. Then
They would never work with me. They wanted
Hmm.
me out. And I was gonna leave the gang, but they wouldn't allow it. But they never wanted me in any action.
weird.
It's not a thing you leave.
I know.
So I killed them.
Okay. Hey. She kind of stops in front of you. Next time, if you have something really important that you have to do, hook me up.
Okay.
Who else is going to kick ass right next to you? Better than me.
I don't know. Death Cap did win that fight.
That's rude.
Just saying.
Dang right I did.
Just saying. Did win that fight.
Oh, yes.
Did you let him win?
Can't fix my.
From what I've heard, the poor thing has gotten hardly any action.
Don't tell me you let him win.
No, that's you. Here, I got a puppy. Plus, he seems a little more up in spirits, don't you think? If he can be.
Kenny,
I
don't
mean,
you take that away from me. Don't you take that away from me. You hoe. You
Do
whore.
it.
No. No.
It's
I don't
already
know what
happened.
you're.
Take
I don't
everything
know
from
what
him.
you're talking about.
It's already happened. It's already happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe for a second that you're capable of losing on purpose.
I am not.
I think if the
Correct.
circumstances are right, maybe.
Don't you take this from me.
maybe.
Don't you take this from me.
Anyway,
Jen,
I
are you-
appreciate anything.
Of course. I'm here to watch your 6, as they say.
I'd rather someone watch his 12.
Are you afraid, darling?
What?
Of being like that.
Of like Walrus?
No. It seems I know what it's like to have to be a certain person on the streets. And I'm just curious if you're afraid of being that person outside of the streets.
A little bit. That Jarren wasn't a very good person. He did a lot of awful things. But I had to do them. Didn't really have a choice.
I understand that. do do you think that that side of you is a big side or the main side or just a side?
It takes a lot not to be that guy most of the time. But he's useful. But
You are surrounded by lots of people.
we're just so annoying. It takes so much.
Oh, you love them.
If
Don't
I have to
deny.
listen to Butterfly talk about his horse one more time, I'm going to lose it.
You hear from the ether.
I don't know what you see in him.
What do you mean?
It's a treasure.
You wanted him. You went after him. I saw it.
Well, yes.
Why?
He's a single guy in the group of a single girl while we are traveling miles across the country. What else do you want from me? Also, you questioned me with Greg. Honestly, where do you? What's your angle at?
I mean, Greg is the worst. I don't know. I always thought there was more of an angle on that one.
Did you know? Well, anyway, what is it? What's there have to be to sleep with somebody anyway?
Fair.
That Karastein notices.
When are you gonna go back to your world, I guess?
I didn't plan to come here, and I don't have any plans to leave. I don't know. I am rolling with the punches, as they say.
I don't want to alarm you, but I think Dark might be missing.
I heard. I'm sure he'll be fine. He knows how to message people. If he'll be away longer, I'm sure he'll contact you guys. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I think just walking.
you would have to again get a taxi.
Oh my god. You said you always have my 6, right?
Always.
But you
Where does
never
followers
have my
keep his car?
24.
How would I know?
No, I'm asking.
Oh,
Do I know? Do I
Do
know where
you know?
followers keep his car?
No.
Can't roll an investigation check.
He's a gnome. It'd be like a clown car for you.
I mostly just want to steal it. Or
Um,
use my telekinesis to put it on a roof.
will you at this point you've been like walking this whole time talking and you're decent ways away from like where you
Ah.
were before.
I'll just steal a regular car.
Okay. Roll a perception.
21.
21. Okay. You find a lonesome car. Roll a sleight of hand if you want to break into it. Also, what are you breaking into it with?
I have a set of thieves' tools.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sleight of hand?
Yes.
20.
20. Okay. You higher low.
Low.
Oh, okay. Gosh damn it. Oh nope, that's a 7. Okay. You open the car door and you hear as the car alarm goes off.
I've stolen a car before. Can I try to sever the alarm?
Roll another sleight of hand.
It's gonna be a 17.
17. Okay. Ah. Okay. It takes a little while. You have to get into the car and you have to like pull out some
Dean, watch my back.
of the wires and mess with them. And you hear Dean and go, darling, I told you to be careful with the keys. And she's out there just was like shouting over the alarm. Some people kind of came over being like, what's going on? But then hearing her, they back away and they're like, oh, okay, fine. High or low?
High, I guess. The one time Kitty wasn't that one.
You I rolled a 3.
Damn it.
Car explodes. You die.
you hear from the from like a few buildings down. Hey, that's my car.
Can I work faster?
Yeah, but by this time you turn it off. You're able to get it going, and Dean slides in. Go.
GTA moment.
I hit the gas.
Okay. Roll either performance or another sleight of hand.
Oh my god, no. Nat 20.
Okay. You've done this before. You don't hit anything. As you quickly reverse out of the parking spot it was in and swerve onto the street. And this guy isn't even able to catch up to the car by the time you are off and down the road. They don't have any way of knowing of reporting this, do they?
No, not when we ditched the car in the lake.
He steals the car just to drive it to one
that's rude.
location and then blows it up.
Why not just do it off to the side of the road?
Oh my god. He steals a car just because he doesn't want to walk like 10 miles, 3 blocks. And he blows up the car. Don't make
Awesome.
that noise.
Wow.
Dean, what's the fastest you've ever gone in the car?
We don't have these things in my world.
Is this a convertible or is this just a regular car? Does it have a top?
Higher or less?
I don't know today.
50.
McKay pick.
I'm gonna try it. Low.
It does have top.
It does have a top?
Yep.
Cool. I think I roll down the windows and just go as fast as I possibly can.
And Dean's jaw just drops, and she kind of like sits up in her chair and like puts her arms up, just like feeling the wind as you're speeding down this
Dean has been
road.
liberated.
Yeah. Cool. While that's happening, Atash, Greg, Butterfly,
Ooh.
you guys.
It's almost 11:30.
Okay.
True facts.
You guys go ahead and head back to the club, where Deathcap and a dean are waiting for you guys.
Favorite place.
Huh?
My new favorite place.
And cool. Did we need to end? We need to end there, right?
Yes.
Or soon? Right?
What are you
Deathcap,
talking
do you-
about? It's just
Deathcap,
a
do you
break.
still-
We'll be back. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna take a
Don't tell them. Don't tell
Right.
them. You're spoiling it.
I got,
Look,
I
they're
gotta wake
supposed to
up.
think that all of
Yeah.
these sessions are back
Okay,
to back.
but-
Okay,
but
they're
I,
supposed to think that. Now they know that that's not true. That it's actually
But-
a week.
I'm curious if my passive insight, being 19, would yield anything about whatever the frick is with me for the past hour and a half plus.
Is there
Like-
such thing as a passive insight? I've
Yes,
never
yes,
heard of that
Yes,
before.
there is.
There is.
There's a passive insight, perception, and investigation.
It's calculated the
have a
same, but
passive.
you like
Mhm.
for each particular
Yep.
Wait.
skill.
Yep.
As passive perception.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And-
Hold on. Hold on.
On
What
the
color
whole,
shall I use for you?
Although
purple.
This
Kenny
one.
does have a point. I've heard of passive perception and investigation, but not
No.
passive insight.
There's a passive insight.
I like,
You
but
can, you can look it up
it's not on your sheet though.
Well, they
Um,
only include passive perception on your sheet, but passive
because those are the most.
investigation is the
That's
same.
the most. Yeah, that's the most frequent. Passive investigation, passive insight, and passive perception. I can read you if you would
Okay.
like.
Plus,
It makes sense. It makes sense to me, kind of. Okay, I'll go with it for right now, but I will think about it.
whenever in doubt, homebrew it.
But
'Cause-
you don't know. I mean, nothing. You're just like, oh, no, it's just a Dean.
Okay.
It do be a dean though.
Well, we'll we'll figure out when they're wearing different clothing, and or they show up at the same time in a speeding car.
Spider-Man meme.
Because Deathcap is gonna follow routine. I'm not gonna leave them.
Right. Okay, but yeah, you guys go ahead and meet up at the club, and Bartholomew looks at you guys. You all good?
Yup.
Cool,
As well as we can be.
awesome.
All set.
And you guys wait a few moments, and then the limo comes out in front of you guys, and you all pile in, and head back up to Barthalommune's estate. And that is where we're gonna go ahead and end for tonight. So thank you all for joining us, right, Deathcap? I was making sure that you're not tempted to go on for a little longer.
Yes, no, we're ending.
Yo, don't tempt the 6 a.m.
Because
sleeper
next session's the
meeting
wedding
things.
session.
Yeah. Anything that I would want to do, and there's a lot, will take up a lot of time. Because Deathcap's gonna be
Okay.
very busy tonight while everyone's sleeping.
Gonna
See,
eat all the cake.
And
Butterfly-
I'm gonna leave it ambiguous. Just to, have fun, guys.
Awesome.
Butterfly
Then-
will do a lot too. A lot of
Yeah,
crime.
sleeping. Oh,
Sweet. Okay. Well, then we
clarif-
will pick
Sorry.
back up next week, and we hope to see you guys there. Have a good night.
Adios. Love you guys.
Sleep well.